I moved into the old apartment because it was cheap. That's the only reason. At least, that's what I told myself. The truth was harder to say out loud. I needed a place where no one knew me, where no one could ask what happened on the night my brother disappeared. People assume guilt by silence. I wasn't guilty. I think. The apartment was on the top floor of a building that leaned slightly to the left, as if exhausted. The hallway smelled of dust and old coffee. The lights flickered like dying pulse signals. Inside, the rooms were plain and empty, except for a tall antique mirror bolted to the bedroom wall. The landlord refused to remove it. "It belongs to the house," she said. "What does that mean?" I asked. Her eyes drifted away. "That mirror has been here longer than any of us." I didn't care, or pretended not to, but the mirror cared. It began with whispers at night, soft, brittle voices behind the glass, like someone breathing memories into my ear. At first I blamed exhaustion. Sleep deprivation plays tricks. I'd been having those again. The same nightmare of my brother calling my name from dark creek water. "Help me? Rowan, why won't you help me?" Some nights, I woke to my own hands around my throat. The doctor said they were panic attacks. I believed him until the mirror spoke back. The first time, I was brushing my teeth, staring into my own tired reflection. Then my reflection blinked, but I didn't. My spine locked. I watched my other self lift its hand slowly, pressing its palm flat against the glass. When I didn't move, it smiled, a slow, crooked smile. Then it whispered, "Finally, you're listening." The toothbrush fell from my hand. My reflection leaned forward, pressing its forehead against the inside of the glass. "Do you want the truth about your brother?" it asked. My blood froze. "No," I managed to whisper. The reflection's smile widened. "Good, because I'm going to tell you anyway." I stumbled away from the mirror, heart slamming against my ribs. Nobody believes in haunted mirrors, not sane people. But that night, as I lay in bed, I heard the whisper again. "Rowan, you left him there." I covered my ears. "Stop." The whisper continued anyway. "You know what you did." I didn't sleep at all. The mirror escalated. Every night, it showed me scenes that didn't belong to my memory, or maybe ones I had buried. Sometimes I saw myself standing beside the creek, watching the moon ripple across the water. But in the mirror's version, my brother wasn't drowning by accident. He was reaching toward me, begging, and I was stepping back, smiling. I threw a pillow at the mirror. It didn't crack. Instead, it rippled like water, like the creek. The reflection version of me stepped closer to the surface, watching me with eyes full of accusation. "You think you're innocent?" it whispered. "I didn't kill him." I shouted. A laugh curled out of the mirror. My laugh, but hollowed out. "Rowan, you didn't save him. Do you remember why?" I did remember. At least I thought I did. We were kids playing near the water. He slipped. I panicked. I ran for help. By the time I came back with Dad. No, that wasn't it. Suddenly the memory twisted. In the mirror's version, I stood still, watching, frozen, as he slipped under, which was real. The mirror kept whispering. Every night, the scenes grew more convincing, more detailed, more cruel. One night, it showed me a memory of myself kneeling by my brother's lifeless body, whispering, "It should have been you." I felt sick. I never said that. "But you thought it," the mirror replied. "No." You resented him. He was everything you weren't. You wanted him gone. "That's not true." Then look again. The mirror shifted to another scene. This one impossible. I saw myself as an adult, dragging a body into the creek, a body that looked like my brother. I stumbled back, shaking violently. "Stop," I begged. "Please stop." My reflection stepped forward, pressing its palm to the inside of the glass. "You're afraid I'm telling the truth." I tore a blanket off my bed and threw it over the mirror. The whisper came through the fabric. "You can cover me, ignore me, run from me, but you can't hide the truth forever." I backed away until I reached the far wall. "What do you want?" I whispered. The whisper paused. "I want you to remember." My chest tightened. What if I don't want to remember? The mirror exhaled a cold breath across the room. Then let me show you what really happened. Part 3. The mirror remembers everything. I woke up with the blanket gone from the mirror. My reflection was already waiting. Are you ready now? No, you don't have a choice. The room chilled. Shadows stretched long and thin across the floor. The mirror's surface darkened, turning into a swirling black pool. My reflection, or whatever it was, reached out and grabbed my wrist. Its fingers were ice cold. I was pulled forward, into the mirror. There was no glass, no resistance, only liquid cold and the rush of falling into someone else's memory. I landed on wet ground. The creek. Nighttime. Moon high. This was the night my brother drowned. But something was different. I saw myself. Younger, terrified, calling my brother's name. Evan. Evan. He wasn't in the water. He was standing beside me. Alive. Breathing. Shivering. Holding my wrist tightly. Rowan, he whispered. If he wasn't drowning, what memory was this? Another figure stepped forward. Older. Stronger. A man. My reflection. But not a reflection. A version of me I didn't recognize. He smiled at us. Only one of you gets to grow up, he said. Evan choked out a terrified gasp. You can't be real. The older version of me grabbed him and shoved him into the creek. I watched in horror as my little brother splashed and screamed. No. Stop. I tried to run to him, but the younger me, my past self, didn't move. He just stood there, frozen, watching helplessly. The older me whispered, You always wished he was gone. That's a lie. I shouted. The scene froze. The older me turned toward me. Only now his eyes were hollow. Empty. Dead. You created me, he said. You built me out of guilt. I stared at him, trembling. You're not real. He tilted his head. Neither are your memories. What? The truth is simpler, he whispered. You didn't kill him. You didn't save him. You just forgot. The world cracked like broken glass. Suddenly I was back in my apartment, on the floor, the mirror towering above me, my reflection staring down. You invented a monster to blame. I crawled back. Where's my brother? The mirror flickered. A boy stepped forward inside the glass. Evan, dry, alive, smiling gently. Rowan, he whispered, you didn't kill me. Tears flooded my eyes. Then why all this? Evan reached out, his small hand pressing against the inside of the mirror. To make you remember me. The older, monstrous reflection dissolved. The creek memories faded. Only Evan remained. I was never angry at you, he whispered. You were just a kid. You ran for help. You came back. But by then it was too late. My throat tightened. It wasn't your fault, Rowan. The mirror shimmered. Evan's face softened, then disappeared. My reflection returned, normal, silent. The mirror whispered one last time. Now you can stop running. The apartment felt warmer, brighter. The mirror finally stopped speaking. Sometimes, late at night, I still see faint ripples in its surface. Sometimes I hear a small voice say, It's okay, Rowan. But the monster version of me is gone. The unreliable memories are gone. Only the truth remains. The mirror didn't haunt me to punish me. It haunted me to free me.